Hello and welcome back. In the first episode, we followed what happens at dawn, down at the layout, together with OnSpot's media team. In this episode, we will continue the journey by following a typical day on various parts of the layout.
From Drambo Works, a local train departs. Today, this train consists of an older type of motor unit, manufactured in the 50s. This train takes us past the small towns along the old industrial railway in the Bergslagen area. At Skultuna station we get off the train to search for the film crew. They are now recording a heavy transport where the load is a large transformer from the factories up in Ludvika. The rest of us makes a visit to some old friends living in the station house. From the station house, it's not far down to the Svartå River, where there is a jetty below the old water tower. Myself, I stay on land. I'm not so keen on swimming. Beyond the bridge, the leisure anglers have been busy since dawn, but are now disturbed again when another local train slams over the bridge. Together with the team, we then follow the railway and make a stop at Junkyard Johnny's workshop. Today's project is to fit a drive cart on an old army tractor. Another everyday task for people in this area is a visit to the recycling center. High activity, and it can be quite stressful when drivers try to drive rented trailers to get as close to the container as possible. And as usual, the children knows best where things should be left. Behind the fence at the recycling center is an old local shed. Today it serves as a music cottage for local musicians. And tonight they gather to warm up for the evening's performance on the nearby outdoor stage. Late in the afternoon, the local train returns to Engelsfors. Replacement buses are waiting for travelers going further. Maintenance work is in progress in the tunnels at the western exit from the community. But the team continues with the walk to the closed area of the railway yard, where a small street art festival is held for a few summer weeks. As the evening approaches and the commuter services are over, the weed-controlled train runs along tracks and railway yards. At that time, the area's young people begin to seek their way into the community to meet. Sometimes a necessary break is needed along the way. This type of vehicle may only be driven at a reduced speed on public roads, to the annoyance of the adults in the real cars. But after a while, they all reach the destination at the Street Food Palace. Also arriving are some bikers, driving their way to the MC Club. Nowadays, they are not so mean as they look. They are just a wrinkled bunch of retired people who gather to talk memories. And tonight, they have invited their friends from the Moped Club. We will now continue the tour on the lower level of the layout. There, below Engelsfors, is a little piece of Scotland named the Lowlands because of its location. The regular road to the Lowlands is closed due to track works, so we have to look for other options. Then it can be good to have some special contacts. Well, you might know with who. So we will make the trip with a rather odd type of transportation. We arrive at the community of Bordebrach, where we meet our local contact. He will then drive us to our overnight accommodation. Perhaps not a well-chosen place for resting. It seems to be quite lively at the two pubs in the neighborhood. the locals don't seem to mind that much and are probably used to a bit of dispute between the two supporter groups. The following morning we begin with real train spotting on the platform at Thurrock Station, where the local train is now ready to depart. Later in the day we return for train spotting at the workshops in Bordebrach. The tour ends at the coffee house along the main street in Thurrock, before we start the journey home, where we can say goodbye.